joining us for another video. If you're joining us for the first time, hello! I have a marketplace plushie haul. Now these are from flea markets, from thrift stores. I don't think there's any auction wins in this marketplace haul. So this is basically a few, I'd say the last 3 weeks my kids have grabbed all these things. It's been the summer months in New Zealand, so it has been really good for a lot of toys. So I've tried to group the toys together. So this is a plushies. We're going to start down the front right here. Now, Beanie kids, Beanie babies, etc., they were such a rage for such a long time. People went absolutely crazy over them. The craze has kind of fallen off, I guess, and I'm starting to see them more and more appearing for very little. So this guy here was only 50 cents, and you can see he's still got his tag. We only purchase the Beanie Babies if they still have their tags and are good condition. So this guy looks like he's just, I don't know, he's been brought and oh my goodness, English mummy, sat on a shelf for a while. I absolutely love him. He's a bear in a panda costume. It's almost like the polar bear that wish he wasn't, you know. So he's got some paws underneath embroidered in, very good quality. The fur is not matted in any sort of way. 50 cents New Zealand. I'll put converters down under each toy along with a description. And the same with this guy here, has his Beanie Kids. He still has his hanger from when he was hanging in the shop. Again, fantastic condition. It looks like he's been collected and then he's just basically sat on a shelf somewhere and someone's finally decided, nah, I'm sick of him sitting there. So this little guy here is covered in what looks like bubbles. He's a bubble Beanie Baby. A BBBB. 50 cents. Those were both, I believe, from a market for 50 cents each. This next one, now I think, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. This is Domo from, I think it's a Japanese television thing or something. I remember my brother telling me about this a while ago because I got a Batman dressed with, a Domo dressed as a Batman. And I brought it not knowing what it was, and I'm pretty sure he explained it to me like that. So this, as you can see from the thrift store, was 50 cents. My kids love anything kind of Asian cultured, especially anime and stuff. I just think he looks gorgeous. I kind of got a Fugler collection going on, and he'll fit in next to those. He's adorable. Okay, so next I'm going on to something which is incredibly popular. I can't believe how popular these are. This I brought from, I think this was from a flea market, and this was from a thrift store, as you can see, for $1. This one was $1 and this one was $1. From two different places. This one is the larger version, which is the keychain, which my daughter wants to hang off her bag because kids love to hang keychains off their bags here. And this one is just the cuddly version, which is the smaller one. These are $15 each in the mall. Kids go crazy over them. Every time I go past them, there's some kid picking them up and feeling them. I can't believe how expensive they are considering they're not a branded toy. But one thing I'll say is they're super duper fluffy. And I have a, you know, I've said it before in other videos, I have a real thing for plushie rabbits. I don't know why. I don't know why I love plushie rabbits so much. But these feel really soft. I think it's the ears. I always think it's the ears that get me, which is why I kind of see myself, if I was ever to turn into an animal person, I would be probably a rabbit. So I used to think a bird, but yeah, probably a rabbit now because I just love rabbits so much. So this is going to be hanging on her bag for $1. It's really cheap and it keeps her happy. Next, I got this little guy for $1. I actually brought him in a lot. Now the lot itself I brought for other things, so when I worked it all out, they worked out about $1 each. So this guy would have been $1. So he's not something I'd actually really purchase. I think I'm actually going to gift him on. Whether I actually get to be allowed to do that, I don't think my kids would really care if I gave this guy away. They have a lot of the TYs and they don't mind too much. That guy was $1. Oh, now this we're excited about, is this is an official Tomy Pokemon, and these sell for about $20 to $25 each in the stores in New Zealand, and it's fantastic condition. I was looking over it for stains, for wear, for holes. All we can figure is that maybe this ribbon held on to something and whatever it held on to has fallen off, but it doesn't look because it's not frayed in any way at the ends. So it's a Piplup. Obviously it's a Pokemon and it's a Piplup, and these are very expensive. And once they go out, they go out. So you can see we got this from the thrift store for $1. Excuse my bad nail painting. My daughter painted my nails. It's really cute, and for a Pokemon mad kid, I was about to call her a kid, it's a real bargain buy. Gorgeous! Okay, oh, now onto this. Now I brought this, I picked this up and I was like, isn't that from the reindeer movie, Rudolph the reindeer movie? And then I picked it up, and you can see I got this from a thrift store for $2. It's actually a Build-A-Bear. Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer, Build-A-Bear. So, oh, it's got $1 stuck on it here, but I did pay $2 for it. I don't know where that $1 come off. That might have came off the rabbit. So this here is normally something I wouldn't buy. If it was Christmas time, I'd absolutely pick it up and instantly display it. But because New Zealand doesn't have a Build-A-Bear, and you can see it needs a lot of stuffing, so I'm going to undo its stitches here and restuff it. I actually think this was a really good buy for $2. But yeah, I just thought she was really cute, and I was really sad that I grabbed her just after Christmas. You can see she came in the 12th of the 1st, so January, just after Christmas, because she would have been in my display. So I'm going to restuff her. I'm going to give her a bit of a clean. She's not that bad. She's not that bad, but yeah, she's going in my Christmas display box because I love Christmas so much. Okay, so what are we going to do next? Let's go to this little guy right here. Now, this doesn't look like much, and when I first picked it up, I thought, what a weird looking thing, but it had this really cool leash on, and then I noticed it's an American Girl dog. So I don't think it would be a full-sized American Girl dog. I don't really know. Oh, it might be. I was wondering if it was a Welly Wishes dog. But look what I paid for it. I paid 50 cents. And you can see there's no stains on it. It's fluffy because it's been sitting in the soft toy box. For 50 cents, I wasn't going to say no to American Girl. Gosh knows I know how expensive their products are, but how, in the long term, how good quality they are. And as I said, it was just sitting there like kind of like this. And when I saw the leash, I was like, wow, that leash has got a lot of work to it. So yeah, an American Girl dog on a leash for 50 cents. I might put that with our little Welly Wishes girl. Alrighty, let me move some of these things to the side and I'll get to it. Okay, on to something that I brought for myself, because a lot of the stuff is for my daughter and son, and their little, they have a little area built into their rooms where they store their soft toys, so they have a cupboard purely for soft toys. Very lucky children. This is not an official figure, and I normally only buy branded figures as they retain their values and things like this. So I'm pretty sure this is a fakie. You can see here is $1, so I bought him for $1. Now I just got finished reading the manga series of Death Note, the entire series. I really liked it, and one character which I really liked, because I never took to Light. I know he was the main character it was based around. I liked him at the start where there was a lot of conflict between good and bad and himself and all this sort of stuff, but I actually thought one of the best characters past Rook, because I mean how can you not love Rook as your favorite character, the demon basically. I liked L. I thought L was an awesome character, and he was unlike other mangas that I've read. I normally stick to lady mangas with romance and stuff, so I've never had a character that was of this nature, and I really loved it. So I'm keeping the tag on here, which got Light and L on it. I just thought he was so incredibly cute, and for $1 I thought it was such a good buy. He can sit on one of my office manga shelves with my Daleks and Doctor Who's and things like that. Yes, big nerds here. Look at these eyes, so cute, but he was such good quality. I mean, look at him, he looks like he's just sat on a shelf, which happens a lot with plushies. This is what I find is people buy plushies, and if they're not for their kids, they just sit on shelves. You know, if an adult buys it, it sits on the shelf and it retains all its fluff. Okay, so next onto something which I had in my previous plushie haul, which I'm getting into collecting these because I've noticed that they've fallen off in the shops and not restocked, so I don't know if New Zealand is getting any more. And it's pretty hard to find the toys in New Zealand. Plus I have a vintage from then to now thing coming up for it. So this one is dirtier than I would usually buy. Usually I buy them and they don't need any work. So it's got a stain here and a stain here. That's nothing that a little acetone won't come off. And the rest is just basically hand marks. So it'll come off with a good toothbrush clean. But I don't think I have her in this color. They have individual names and I will put it down the side. I'll see if it's on the tag. This cost me No, I think they were both $3. Sorry, I paid $3 for both of these. She only comes with 2 little babies, which means one baby's gone walkabouts, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. So here's the little babies. So this is obviously a kitty surprise. And these came in for a few years. They had like a huge resurgence after being, you know, a vintage toy for a while, and I really loved the resurgence. I loved the glitter, I loved the new face molds, and I loved that there were a lot of different color varieties for all sorts of kids. And you know, always make sure they have the tags on when you buy them. So that was $3. And from the same seller at the flea market, I'm sorry if my voice is a bit croaky, I'm a bit sick today, I got this one here. I love this one. Oh my goodness, this puppy surprise is so adorable. Look at this fur. It is a glittery, shimmery pink. It has her little tag in here. She has a little locket on it. I think that's just a sticker some kids stuck on it, but it's adorable all the same. So yep, really good condition. This one needs nothing more than a little facial wipe to her. The rest of her is fantastic. Let's see how many babies she's got on her. She's got 1 baby. She's got 2 babies. And this one's really interesting. Like the daddy must have been a poodle or something. Look at the check, the ears on that one. And 3 babies. I'll bring them up. So again, they just need a little bit of a wipe. But this one was really good condition. The cat needs a bit more work, but that's okay. I like work. Here we go. See, it's got poodle ears as opposed to the other one. So I don't know what that means. Maybe they stuck the wrong baby in it, or maybe there's like, one of these babies is not like the other. I suppose a mother's ears are like that, so maybe the daddy's ears are straight up and down. But it's 3 girls. It's so hard to find boy babies. It's one thing I find with collecting these puppy surprises, because not all my toys come up on video. Almost all the babies are girls. Come on, we need some boys. Boys are awesome too. All right, so we got that one for $3. Next, next, my lovely little darling. He's such a little angel. He likes the weirdest things too. What on earth? I thought it must be a Hamtaro, but I was like, oh, it must be a Hamtaro, but Plaza, I don't know. I have no idea what this is. It's in really good nick again. There's no stains or anything on it. It's basically just adorable. And it's a plushie you stick onto the window, and I got it for $1. New Zealand. But the eyes on it, oh my goodness. So maybe it is a Hamtaro, I don't know. Do you know? I love the little molding in the hands. So it's not a cheap figure. It's a really well crafted figure. It's got blushing. I just don't know who it is, other than Blake saw it and thought it was adorable and he wanted this. So for $1, oh my goodness, how could I say no? On to another one I brought for myself. Now, back in the I'm sure it was the 1980s, they brought out these gorillas. And we had some as kids, and when you squeeze their tummy, they'd go, oh, 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 and their upper mouth would go up and down. I've never seen them since. I have no idea. I watch, maybe they're on eBay, but shipping from eBay could be absolutely absorbent. But when you squeeze their tummies, they made this oh, oh, oh sound. There was lots of different ones. They were in the shops everywhere, and I remember my brother, sister, and I just pressing their tummies and making lots of noise. But this guy came along. He's the first time I've seen something. So he's a Gilroy, California Stuffed Toys, Los Angeles. I don't know what that means. I'll look it up, and if I found information, I'll put it down here. He has a plastic face, legs, and hands, and he reminded me of them, other than that he's completely the opposite colors to the black gorillas. He looks like an albino gorilla. But what got me, and you can see I got him for $1, is you can stick all his, he's got on his hands, he's got a finger out and on his feet, and you stick. I brought him for me because he reminded me of something I had when I was little and I'm desperately searching for. And I just think he's adorable. You can see the size of him compared to my hand. I mean, how can you not love something that just like so happily picks its nose? If you have any information on Gilroy toys further than what I find out, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so on to the next pieces. Okay, so I've been collecting Care Bears everywhere. Those that know me know I have been working on a rather large video for Care Bears. That'll probably be coming up in the later part of the year. I've been picking up, and I'm only picking them up if they're very good quality, Care Bears. The only thing that I haven't been worried about is if the Care Bear is completely on the back card. It's just very hard not to have those wiped off, but as long as their fur's okay, their embroidery's okay, and some of the older vintage ones I haven't really cared if their tags or not, but on these newer ones definitely. So this one here was $1.50. You can see, I think this is Friendship Bear. Isn't it gorgeous? So $1.50 for a Care Bear. Now I think these actually sell in the shop for $15 to $20 each when they came out here, so it's definitely a good buy to pick these up for $1.50 and to get some more Care Bears for the video to show. Then this one, that one was from a thrift store. These two here were from a lady who I quite often buy off at the markets. I love her toys because they're always very clean, and she's a lovely lady. This one's got its Care Bear still on its heart, and its tags are fantastic. And I paid $7, so $5 for the big bear and $2 for the little bear. I actually don't have any of Wish Bear, so I was really happy in my collection. I'm just looking at my big box behind me because I've been sorting through the history. I was actually really happy to find Wish Bear because I don't have any of Wish Bear. I need to pick up vintage Wish Bear. And the embroidery is just fantastic, and it's beautiful, and it's Care Bears, and you know, I think Care Bears are going to be a lasting toy through the ages, because who cannot love the Care Bears? Care Bear stare! I just wish that they would remaster the Care Bears like they remastered My Little Pony to appeal to adults as much as children, because a lot of the Care Bear remakes have been way too young for me. You know, remaster the Care Bears like the My Little Ponies, bring them back. So that was those for $7. Oh, we got a branch. Now this was from a St. John's opportunity shop. St. John's opportunity shops are awesome. They're always fantastic prices. You never ever pay expensive for there, and it's such a good cause. I love buying from them. And the guy who owns the shop where I think he runs it, he doesn't own it, runs a shop where I go to, is a lovely man, so I fully support them anytime I can. It's Branch, and you know, if you're a follower of mine, I love the trolls. I love the trolls. So this was 50 cents. He's really, really cute. I love his hair, and I don't have him, so he can go in my troll box. And he's so happy. It's a happy Branch, which is weird. I almost wish he was Grumpy Branch, because that's how I associate him. Especially when he's like trying to do his happy thing. It's been a while. That's my happy noise. I love this one. This one makes me happy looking at it. So that one there for 50 cents. Alright, now on to one of my daughter's finds. Oh my god, she was so happy when she found this thing. It is a giant plushie Furby. The tag is bad, but that's okay. It was $2.50. $2.50, but we haven't seen her anywhere else, and yeah, it was one of those things where Astra grabs on, and when Astra grabs onto something, it's very hard to take it off her. And $2.50, oh my goodness, it doesn't matter, she's a good kid. So it's got this like little fluffy tail, and it's a real pillow. This one has had some love, sweethearts, so it's not in the quality that usually mummy buys, but I will soak it in some nappy sand, and I will brush its fur and give it any spot cleans if it needs anything past that. Give its piles a snip and she will be looking like she just came off the shelf, because, you know, our babies are worth that. It's Furby, it's adorable, and it's pink. Oh, now this is something that my son got, and we have no idea what it is. It has a beautiful embroidered tag, so Bestiver? Lovems TM, okay. Best ever, oh okay, it says best ever ink. So I'm going to have to again research this. But check out the face. The fur doesn't need a brush because it's that toweling sort of fur. But check out the face on this thing with the embroidered eyes. I've never seen anything like it. It was so cute, and my blowy, it was $2. My boy just picked it up and he said, "Oh, mummy, it needs a home." It looks like it's an animal. You know what it reminds me of? Those scruffaloves that they've just brought out with those big eyes, pleading eyes and stuff. It looks like, it reminds me of that, but it looks like like a little sitting in the box like this, looking up going, "Take me home, please. Don't leave me. Please, please take me home." I mean, you can't say no to that face. It's adorable. So that we got for my boys, $2. So I don't know much about that toy other than it has an awesome embroidered tag. Last but never least, Garfield. Now, one of these Garfields has a bit of a trim here, and so yeah, because I'm fussy. It needs, I'm going to reroute 6 black strands, and 3 on this side and 3 on that side, so they match each other, through him, and repaint his nose. Garfield, of course, he used to be very, very popular when I was little. This one's okay. He's got his 3 on this side. This one still has a tag attached, and Garfield 478767. So I don't know. They've obviously loved him and kept his tag. I got these from 2 different sellers. This one was from a thrift store, and that one was from a marketplace store. So this one was $2. I don't know if Garfield is finally doing its rounds of the Garfield collectors, and I don't like to say this, but I'm wondering if it's a big estate's gone or something. I've been finding Garfield toys everywhere in varying conditions. I only pick the ones that are really nice. Got embroidered tag. I love embroidered tags because they don't fade like a lot of the other toys. So this little fat fellow here is for my son's collection. Ginger cats are his favorite cats, and we're going to make sure we keep that tag on the front. $2 for a vintage toy for a very iconic cat is great. And last of all, not as good collection. I got this guy, I think I paid $1 for him. So this is, he was brought and he needs some work, but he was $1. He's got his lovely embroidered tag there. Needs to fix there, needs a fix here and on his eyes. I don't know if micro mesh will actually fix that. If you're not familiar with what micro mesh is, it can take scratches out of dolls and basically sands, it's a fine sander down. Other than that, he's alright quality. Let's end on this iconic icon that many people love. I know he's not big anymore because he's always going to be a big cat, but he's not big in the scene anymore. Some kids don't actually know who he is. My kids do, because I brought them the Garfield cartoon books. So they know who he is, this lasagna loving pussycat. If you love plushies, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you love marketplace hauls, please check out my other videos. I have quite a few. I'm sure there's something to satisfy everybody out there. I'll start trying to group them into types more so that, you know, you can watch the ones that you like. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!